The young man's fingernails were clean. There was a slight tear at the lobe of one ear, a sprinkling of blood on the forearm. He wore a gold ring on the third finger of his right hand. His chest was sunken and poorly muscled. A scholar, maybe. His life was now a constellation of possibilities. So yes, maybe a scholar. And for years, despite his family's poverty, the man I killed would have been determined to continue his education in mathematics. The means for this were arranged, perhaps, through the village liberation cadres. And in 1964, the young man began attending classes at the University of Saigon, where he avoided politics and paid attention to the problems of calculus. He devoted himself to his studies. He spent his nights alone, wrote romantic poems in his journal, took pleasure in the grace and beauty of differential equations. The war, he knew, would finally take him, but for the time being he would not let himself think about it. He had stopped praying. Instead, now, he waited. And as he waited, in his final year at the university, he fell in love with a classmate, a girl of 17, who one day told him that his wrists were like the wrist of a child, so small and delicate, and who admired his narrow waist and the cowlick that rose up like a bird's tail at the back of his head. She liked his quiet manner. She laughed at his freckles and bony legs. One evening, perhaps, they exchanged gold rings.